everybody, Shannon Miller here from Clean Freaks University, and I wanted to talk about theft. What happens or what should you do when you yourself are accused of theft or a member of your crew? So dealing with the public is never easy. You can hear my birds. And one of the many tribulations of having to deal with the public is sometimes, occasionally, you're going to have to deal with a theft issue. So what is important when you have a theft issue is usually, I don't know why, it usually takes them about a week to 2 weeks to notice that something's missing. And then they'll give you a call and they'll say, you know, Shannon, when you guys were here last, I've noticed that my 10-carat tennis bracelet is missing and you guys were in the house last. Well, 2 weeks is a long time for a lot of people to come and go. You could have a contractor, you could have a plumber, you could have a landscaper, you could have your relatives over, you could have a family friend over. That's a lot of movement. So what will happen is if you have someone who accuses you of stealing the 10-carat tennis diamond bracelet, you need to politely ask them to file a police report. If they flat out refuse to file a police report and they're just trying to hustle you for money, just be aware that could be a scam. And I would politely pull them off the schedule until they did so. Being accused of theft is a very serious accusation, and you want to be sure that if you're going to have to fire someone, especially someone that you've invested $1,200 in, because that's typically how much it takes to train someone to clean, that they are being accurate and forthright. I have had 6 episodes in my decade of business, and all 6 of them were just a simple, I misplaced this item and I remember you guys being in my home last, so subsequently it was you. And that's not always the case. I deal with a lot of elderly, and sometimes we have some memory issues, or they do have family friends who have stolen things in the past, had that happen too. And it very well could be their own son or daughters because they got mad because they didn't get the latest iPhone. So you just never know who you're dealing with and why you're dealing with that particular episode, but it's super important that you follow the protocol. So ask them if they've misplaced it. If they're genuinely serious, then you can ask them to file a police report. That makes it legit. Then it will cover your bond because you have bonds, right? You're insured. And bonded and insured actually means that you have insurance to cover against theft, is basically what that comes down to. So they have to file a police report. The police officer will then subsequently get a hold of you. They're going to want your phone number, all your contact information. They're going to want the employees who were in the home. They're going to want all their contact information, and try to be calm. Do not become defensive because mistakes happen. People are human, and if we could all walk on water, we'd be doing something else. But it's important that you remain calm. Apologize to the homeowner. You're not admitting any sort of liability or false truths, because this is going to be an inconvenient, but they have to file the report. If they don't want to file the report because they don't want to get anyone fired, but you need to pay, that potentially will be a scam. So that is my 2 cents on theft. Super important that you follow those protocols. The only big famous theft story I can relay is when Debbie Sardone actually was inside a house. She was still doing in-person bidding, so this was many years ago, before she was the famous cleaning business coach. And she literally was standing there, and the customer had left like a carat or a 2-carat diamond ring sitting on the kitchen counter, and the employee wanted it and actually grabbed it and put it in her pocket in front of the homeowner and in front of Debbie Sardone. So it happens anywhere. Theft happens in any industry. Almost all industries have a certain percentage of theft. We just are a little more prevalent because we are inside people's homes for long periods of time, and we get to see more than most house guests get to see. We get to see all the dirty stuff that happens. So you just have to be careful and protect yourself and your reputation. If you do decide that it is a cash settlement that needs to be rewarded, it's always my dog. If you do decide that you are going to just pay cash to get rid of this person, pull them off the schedule, don't do business with them any longer, and make sure they sign a waiver that they will not smash you all over social media. Because what happens is you get someone who's passive aggressive, and they want to stick it to you because they want to punish you for whatever it was that supposedly did or did not happen. So they'll go to Facebook and blast you out all over Kingdom Come. So they need to sign a waiver. It says, you know, you will not do that if I give you this cash settlement. It's very rare that people would do that. I would go the police report route first. Anyway, I look forward to your comments, and I do have another pricing blueprint mastermind class coming up on October 8th. If you are interested, please go ahead and leave me your email either here or in Facebook. You can look me up, and that's Shannon Miller, or you can look through me up through the Maids Network as well. So those are a few of the places that I hang out. I'm also on Instagram. So I look forward to hearing from you. You guys take care.